Hello, it's G here today, and I'm going to do a little channel message. I don't think it's actually going to be a little channel message. I do kind of have to hurry. I have to work in a little bit, but 1:11 on the clock already, so I'm already getting some serious manifestations. I'm going to do a channeled message, I think, today for the collective, and I think specifically a twin flame collective that's going on right now. So I'm going to have some oracle decks, and then I'm going to have, well, I think I'm going to mostly have oracle decks today. I really love working with oracle decks. Um, there also might be definitely some divine masculine, so I'm going to use um, several of my own personal decks, a twin flame messages deck, a divine masculine messages deck, a message from your higher self, a message from your spirit guides. I'm going to use the angels and also I'm going to have some star seed messages, some angel messages, and some mystic art messages, which is a deck that I made. So messages that'll tell you what kind of energies you need to work with and what do you need to use to help those energies. So I think I'm going to start with my angels. So I'm going to start with a message from spirit for you, the collective. Okay. Oh, wow. It's already popping out already. All right, spirit. My information. This reading for myself and for my viewers. So summer, bask in joy. So I feel like specifically the divine feminine is going through a lot of rebirth and joy. She's also with the bee on here. I'm also feeling like she's very connected with source. I'm sorry. I feel like the divine feminine, whatever body the divine feminine has manifested into. So I really feel like the divine, druid, hold the space. So yeah, the divine feminine is feeling very like in the higher chakras right now, very open, very connected to source, getting a lot of dreams, getting a lot of downloads directly, some directly from source, definitely from your spirit guides, getting a lot of signs, getting a lot of symbols, getting a lot of angel numbers. Very specifically, I'm feeling some strong angel presence around this group of divine feminines. Okay. So sage, be devoted and committed. And that's very much so here. I'm feeling very so much so like some of you guys are really connecting with an ascended master. And it's definitely feeling like a masculine presence, that's very intended on you expanding your mind and your knowledge, but also reconnecting more deeply with your body. Like I said, I feel like some of you, some of you are definitely taking this time to really self-reflect and look inward. Mirror garden. So some of you are really being like guided by your ancestors or by your spirit guides to really self-reflect right now. And I feel like a lot of you, okay, so there's several groups in this collective that are in different spots on their ascension. So some of them are really just beginning to reflect on themselves, really reflect on their choices and their life and things that they have seen, signs that they're starting to see. They're really just starting to wake up. Some, and I feel like a strong masculine presence with that one. So I'm feeling like there are a group of masculines that are just now waking up, and there is a group that's definitely specifically feminines that are past their dark night or past like one of their major dark nights of their soul. They're ascending into the next level of their awakening. They're definitely they've probably gone through like multiple spiritual awakenings in their lives, and yeah, they're really spending this time to reflect back they're really starting to change their mindset and see that, you know, they're really starting to see their progress. I feel like this group of both masculine and feminine and have really been stuck in their head. I'm seeing very like Eight of Swords. So I'm feeling like they've really been stuck in their head, but they're starting to really feel stronger. It's a really good like gaining momentum feeling. Um, I'm seeing another card from the Moonology deck, the gaining momentum card. So I'm seeing like the pink hills. So yeah, and I'm really feeling like feminines are feeling like they're really gaining strength. They're gaining understanding of themselves. They're really gaining a lot of self-love, a lot of, yeah. And there's also a group of feminines that aren't as far along in the process, that are still in the mode where it's hard for them to work around their fears, and it's hard for them to really reflect on what they're doing. And definitely masculines, I'm feeling a strong masculine presence in this, where this is like a strong masculine presence that is definitely much further along. This feels like it's not going to apply. Hello. It's not going to apply to very many people. A very small group of masculines are really, really a lot further along in their journey, and they're kind of, it feels like they're reaching back and trying to help other people elevate along their journey, which is really beautiful. Thank you, masculines, whoever you are. They're out there and you're really trying to provide some guidance. Maybe there's somebody like showing this video, or they're thinking about becoming some type of master. They're thinking about taking the leap up to the next level and really getting an apprentice, or really starting to grow like a school or grow a following. Like, I really feel like you should do that. Always do what feels right in your heart. Always walk forward with love and light and the best, and everyone's best, you know, intentions in your heart. And I feel like there are a few of you that the spirit has really been trying to get to reach out and start being some mentors to some people, specifically some younger people that you know in your life. And I'm really feeling like spirit is saying, you know, I know that you might be a little bit apprehensive, but take advantage of this inspiration that you feel in the moment and go with it, you know. And that there's somebody out there who really needs your guidance, and that you're going to find this person, and it's going to help you grow too. There's definitely somebody out there that's calling out there to you, whose soul needs you to help guide them, you know. And spirit's really putting an emphasis on show them, don't do. So, like, yes, like, you know, walk the walk, you know, walk the talk, but yeah, it's just like this big emphasis on making sure that you're not taking over other people's spiritual paths. Make sure that you are just showing people how to help themselves. And that's just a message for someone very specific. Um, and it feels very directed at a masculine energy. So there's somebody out there who's really been thinking about taking someone under their wing, and it's like, hey, you know, just make sure, you know, just listen to your intuition on it. Because I'm sorry, I'm not reluctant to say, you know, to tell people what to do, because I know it's not my place to, you know, I'm trying to make sure that I'm separating myself out of this too, in my opinion, and mostly just getting from spirit and their advice towards you. Um, there's also somebody watching whose ascended master has a very specific message from them. I'm sorry, it's something about blue, like feeling blue or the color blue. And it said, it's not for you. You'll know what that means. I don't think Spirit's trying to read anybody, but that is a very specific message for somebody out there, that the color blue, or blue if it's a person, or if it's like a place where you've been thinking about going, or like something you've been thinking about investing a lot of time in, it is not for you, sweetie. Like, you've been getting the signs, you've been getting the dreams, you know, like, just leave it alone. walk away from it, and you'll be so much stronger when you do. It'll hurt, but you'll be so much stronger when you do. And that's for somebody very specific that's going to be watching this. And that, I'm feeling really guided to say that's timeless. So no matter how far into the future you're watching this video, it's going to apply to you, and you're going to know, and you're going to be like, what? Like, I can definitely feel your energy. I'm not trying to freak you out or anything. Um, Something flipped in here. I'm sorry, guys. Here we go. Medicine Mother, honor your inner knowing. And there, I'm being really called. There's the blue right there. Yeah, you know, honor your inner knowing. Yeah, I'm feeling like a lot of the feminine energies are really deeply connected. They've been really tapping in to their, because everybody has divine feminine and masculine qualities within themselves, regardless of what their human body is. And I'm really feeling like feminines are really, really where they need to kind of rebalance out their energy. So one of their energies, either they were feminine operating too masculine, or or operating way too feminine, way too feminine. They needed to pull out their inner strength of their masculine. They need to pull out their inner creativity. So I'm feeling like in some parts of your life there was not balance, that you connected with, yes, with both your divine feminine and your divine masculine within yourself, but there was not a balance of when was the appropriate time to use what energy for what. And I feel like there are a lot of feminines who are coming into their balance, who are coming into their understanding of who they are and what that means about their soul path, about their relation to other people and to this world as a whole, to the human race. I'm feeling like there are a lot of feminines out there who are really starting to be shown big picture things. I feel like there are a lot of feminines out there who are really going to start here in the next few months, definitely by like Christmas. I'm feeling really hard, okay, and 12:22 on the clock. So I'm really feeling like there's a lot of feminines who are coming into some kind of union, and it could be a union with themselves. It could be a union with balancing out your divine feminine, divine masculine. Because I understand if you are on the twin flame journey, that you're just like union. You hear the word union and you want to go straight to union with your divine masculine, or your divine, your divine counterpart. Excuse me. But it could honestly be a reunion of yourself, a reunion of your own spiritual awareness coming into alignment and moving on and ascending to the next level. I'm feeling like a lot of feminines are really on the verge of really digging in, really handling the very last of their shadow work, really handling the very last of there is a group of feminines who are about to ascend. And when you do, yes, okay. When you do, you will be drawing in your counterpart. And Spirit is really putting emphasis on telling people to stop focusing on union. It is wonderful to do things to know, oh, if I get, like, be careful, be mindful that you don't get into the mindset of, I'm going to do this because it's going to bring union. You need to make sure that you're doing it to better yourself, because that's what you want your counterpart to do as well. You want them to come into alignment with themselves, work on themselves, improve themselves, and then that instinctively is just going to draw you into them, because they're going to be so much more of the energy. You're going to have a undeniable soul recognition and this magnetism that is going to draw you two together. It's going to make the universe just have to pull you together, because these spiritual forces are coming together, and it's going to automatically pull you into alignment. It's going to automatically pull you into the timeline where you and your divine counterpart are in union. And it's because you will be union within yourselves, because you are not apart. You are always one. You are always one in the 5D. You are always one. Regardless, you are one soul, you're just in two different bodies. So when you can balance out your karma and go through your karma for this part, for this reincarnation of yourself, for this life, you know um, you can come into the next spiritual level, and then coming into the next spiritual level. And I'm also getting like a lot of you need to stop focusing and worrying about your partner's place in their journey. It's not for you to decide where they are in their journey. Like if you know, like what you need to understand is that you two are marrying each other. So if you were going through something, they are going through the same thing. If you are thinking about something all the time, it's probably because they're thinking about it too. Like you guys are marrying each other. So if you are concentrated on yourself, if you are improving yourself, if you are in, you know, if you are doing the things that you know you need to do to make your life better, then your partner, then your divine counterpart will be doing the same, because you are the same, you know, and they will catch up with you. So I want spirit is really, yeah, is really reminding you to protect your energy. Spirit is really, really reminding you to protect your energy. I'm also seeing the other arrow card, which is the energy of peace. Like really protect your peace right now. Really protect your peace. Protect, you know, back of the deck is the warrior card. Like really like protect yourself, protect your energy right now. There are people in your life, and I'm not talking, you know, and it could be your divine counterpart or it could be other people in your life. You need to make sure that you're setting up good boundaries around. You need to make sure that you're cleansing your energies. You need to make sure that you're, you know, just concentrate on your self-love. That's what I'm just gonna say. And I mean that for both counterparts. If there are divine masculines watching me, divine feminines, whoever you are, whatever you identify as, even if you don't identify with being on the twin flame journey, and you're just here, um, sorry about that. Like even as I was saying, even if you don't identify as being on the twin flame journey and you're just here to get some insight, which you can definitely still get some insight in here. My goodness, like as soon as I said that. Um, so I'm being led to show the back of the deck, which is set your sights higher. So like I said, like a lot of you are really starting to look at the bigger picture in this. And I'm seeing too that there definitely are. Earlier, I think I said just divine feminines, but there are definitely some divine masculines who are stepping back, who are stepping outside of their traumas, who are stepping outside of all of the things like stagnant energy that's been holding them back from ascending, you know, just things that they just were just telling themselves, just lies they were telling themselves, things they were hiding from themselves, just on it. A lot, I feel like a lot of people right now are having a lot of like really candid and like honest conversations with themselves, and they're just being like, do you want to stay like this, or do you want to improve, do you want to get better? Okay, and I feel like there's a lot of feminines here who are very, very consciously working to pull themselves forward, you know, in the ascension process, because they're doing their research, they're looking up things, they are, you know, meditating on it, and their spirit guides are telling them to move forward in their journey, that their soul is pulling them forward, that their fate is pulling them forward, that you know, it's like, hey, you need to keep up because this is where this is going. Okay, yes, I'm feeling very like, yeah, snake energy, shedding the old, coming in, you know, shedding the old, and then two here with the autumn, release the old. Um, so I feel like there are some people who are still holding on to some ways, who are holding on to some things. Um, and Spirit is calling for you to be brave and be honest. Be brave and be honest with yourself, and, you know, embrace this, you know, part of you, because this knight, this warrior, right? Like he is in peace now, but it's because he has been in a battle. He has scars, you know, he has the scars on his face, and he's here in peace, even with the scars on his face, even with the past battles, even with things that he has dealt with in his past, and even things that, you know, you might consider your traumas. Like I was saying, they're really embracing this stepping outside of your traumas, and really embracing this, you know, love for yourself, you know, you love for yourself, you know, despite all the things that you've been through, despite how you've seen yourself in the past, you're really evolving how you look at yourself. You're really evolving, you know, where you're letting go of this kind of guilt mentality. Because it comes like when you start ascending, you go through a period where you have this guilt of, wow, you know, it feels like you've wasted all this time. And wow, I've waken up, you know, I've just woke up now. And, you know, but you have to get into a air of like gratitude, and understanding that, well, at least it happened now. Here I am now. What am I going to do about it? Spirit has awoken me and has given me this opportunity to know myself, to know people in my life better, and to ascend and to come to a better, more balanced place in my life, and to be a more balanced and happy person. So it's just about letting go of, the years you think you wasted and the guilt that you feel for past mistakes. Let go of those things. I'm hearing very specifically, let go and let your angels and let your spirit guides let your spirit guides take those to your angels and let them transmute the fear away from you. And I'm really being pulled. Okay. Yes. Spirit Fox. So I'm really feeling like, yeah, trust your talents in changing times. Like, with everything that's going on right now, trust yourself, trust your intuition. I'm really being pulled to pull from the Angels deck right now. So this is an Angels deck that I created, an Angel Advice deck. And it's also like channeled messages. It's angel numbers, channeled messages, specific angels that are by you. So what messages from this collective consciousness? Can I get something for the Divine Masculine, please? Thank you. So I got 1343, angel number 1343. Your angels and ascended masters are weaving your thread. Wasn't that what I was talking about? I was just saying that. I was just saying your spirit guides are, your fate is pulling you along, along to your destiny. You are protected. Yes. They are sending you abundance. Be open to your blessings. Yeah, so some of these blessings might really come to you in a way that you really don't expect. Like, you might really, really be like, I'm hearing kind of shocked at when you start making, even small choices. I'm hearing, but some of you need to make a little bit bigger choices. Like, go ahead and jump in with both feet. That Yeah, Archangel Uriel, grounding in a practical plan, making a practical plan. Yeah, man. A lot of you are feeling like you need a practical plan, and you do. You do need a practical plan, but you don't need to let that practical plan like hold you back. Don't let relying too much on logic hold you back and stop you from, and keep you trapped in a cycle of I'm not ready, Okay? Masculines. Archangel Metatron. Some of you are trying to get some downloads. I'm hearing really specifically like dreams. I'm hearing like there's a group of masculines that are getting a ton of downloads in dreams because maybe they're not as open to like waking things. Like maybe their logic when they're in their waking state and they're seeing like angel numbers and they're happening to see, like I'm hearing like signs and stuff around that just happen to have like their feminines like names on them or initials or things for some reason that just remind them of something that their divine feminine said to them. Or I'm also hearing like some kind of like telepathic communication. I'm also hearing like, there are things that are happening that this masculine is seeing in his waking life that's confirming that he's like, wait, I kind of thought I was making that up in my mind. Like, are we actually really talking? Like, are we having a conversation here? Like, because there are things that are popping up in my real life, but I feel like to the divine masculines kind of being able to be, there are things like maybe there's small things and there are things he could just be like, oh well, he's just being able to like, I'm hearing very so much like a person that's like scientifically like explaining things away, like, oh well, technically your brain, like you're thinking about this and so your brain is going to pick out those details from your world because it's what's actually on your subconscious and blah, being able to be like, to be very brainy about it and be very much so like whatever. But then when he goes into this subconscious dream state, and that's when it's like I can't, like, because it's like I'm having dreams and they're coming true. Like there are things like he can't deny those signs and his spirit is seeing that which is why I feel like his spirit is sending him a ton. I'm sorry, well, the masculine is sending the masculine a ton of like things and signs in their dreams that are then like being confirmed. Like I'm hearing like they wake up and like maybe they get up and do something and like the first thing they see is like something they saw in their dream, or like they turn on the TV or they turn on the radio or start listening to music or something, and it's like the words are speaking to them, or something that just happened to them in their dream, and they're like, and their brain, their logical brain cannot explain that away. Spirit is trying to be like very sneaky with like a group of masculines to be like, you want to ignore the signs? Like, I'm going to give you signs that are going to be like, like, I can't ignore that. So yeah, I'm hearing there's been a group of signs, and Metatron is like, hello, like, I'm going to give you as many signs as it's going to take for you to understand. So on the back of this is Archangel Metatron, Celestial Scribe. You're getting downloads from your records. Okay, so I'm really feeling that. So I'm feeling like there's also a group of masculines, probably the same masculines that I've had a dream about a past life. They are seeing their feminine in a dream in their past life. I feel like this is also a reoccurring dream. I feel like, and it feels like very, almost, it feels very dreamy. It feels very kind of vague. It feels like remembering parts of somebody. So, like, so it's like, it is literally like when you're trying to remember a dream, like the next day, and you're like, I had a crazy dream last night, and you can get like vague glimpses. So it's like vaguely remembering somebody's face from a dream. And it's like, but that's what it feels like when they're actually dreaming. It feels more like memories, or like, it's like the masculine is kind of like, are these memories or are they dreams? Because they feel real. And it's very possible that the masculines, I know me personally as a divine feminine, I've been going through past life regression, and I've been having past life flashes in my waking life. So, and then I've also been having them in dreams as well, or I've been having precognitive dreams. So I feel like there's definitely a group of feminines out there, like, hey sis, is what's up, tribe. Like, we're, a lot more open, and like our third eye and our crown, and a lot more open to understanding. Like, we get signs and symbols, and we like, okay, yeah, I get that. That we don't we're out of the mentality of doubting it. Like, without a doubt, we know. And I feel like there's a group of masculines that's tied into that energy that's still really kind of doubting things in their waking life, but in their dream world, spirit is just showing them everything, and it's their subconscious like coming up to them and trying to tell them like, hey, like, you have these mystical powers and you think that you don't. Or you are getting these downloads, you are getting these signs, you are getting these symbols, and they mean something to you. And it's really feeling like your angels. I'm feeling very specifically like this group of masculines that I'm channeling for right now in this moment have really strong angels by their sides. Definitely, Metatron is there, and they're giving them like this healing energy to help open up their third eye, their crown chakras, too, because I'm hearing a lot of blocks in accepting, a lot of blocks in accepting this side of themselves, accepting like their more like psychic gifts and things. I'm hearing that it's really hard for this group of masculines to be like to be like, I'm special, or I'm unique, or I have gifts that other people don't have. It's feeling very much so like a place of insecurities. So I'm sorry, I'm not trying to trigger anybody, but you're on the twin flame journey. That's the point. You're supposed to be triggered so that you can look at these things and really like dive into them, right? So I guess I would say, yeah, well, I don't know. I was gonna say, I guess I hope I do trigger you, but the internet is a scary place to say that. But specifically on your spiritual journey, being triggered about something is to let you know, hey, there's something inside you that this is like hitting on that you need to work on. It's something that's reminding you of your childhood or some kind of wound that you haven't healed, and you need to work on it. So I'm really also feeling like this masculine might be having dreams about their past from this life, and they're having a lot of dreams, a lot of reflecting dreams, a lot of meditation too. I feel like masculines have been meditating, and maybe perhaps in the past masculines did meditate. I feel very much so that this masculine group is like very much about their body. They're about going to the gym. They were meditating just because they were like, oh, well, journals say that it's really important to meditate, to clear your mind, to do these things. But I'm feeling like the masculines have been going through a really big spirituality like ascension, and they're really understanding that bringing spirituality into their already like body conscious practices are going to take them to another level that they didn't know was possible, is what I'm hearing. And I'm hearing, yeah, heal your chakras to receive clear messages from the divine is what is at the bottom of this card. So yeah, like, I feel like there's a lot they're really being drawn into meditation, yoga, a lot of meditative like beats, or if you're not listening to those, like go ahead and get into those, dive in there, start listening to like healing hurts videos and things like while you're sleeping, or I'm hearing too like the singing bowl, like getting something that's going to help you, maybe getting like a Reiki healing session or something if you have like, you know, the means to do that, or just trying to call on your own healing. Yeah, just trying to call on your own healing. Really doing some meditation. And when you're meditating, go to your spirit guides, you know, acknowledge that they're there, masculines, and say, feminines aren't, we already know, you know, go to your spirit guides and ask them, what do I need to concentrate to heal? Now I'm really being drawn to pick up. Well, I'm sorry, wait, I want to pull some cards for the feminine. I think I was like weaving kind of back and forth. And is there any angel messages specifically for the feminine? Oh, yeah. I'm feeling Michael. I'm feeling Gabriel like really strongly. Specifically Gabriel is coming in really strong for a group. No, okay, for these, for some of these feminines. Protection, yeah. So that's definitely Michael. Michael's coming through. Protection is needed. Surround yourself with white protective light. Know your angels are protecting you. Draw from their strength. Yeah. So feminines, like you are protected. If you're not protected, you are. Your angels are near you, and your angels are helping you. And your angel, you know, and also too, like I feel like there's a lot of feminines out there who feel like, and I'm not trying to offend anybody when I say this, because no, you don't need your masculine in your life to feel protected. Like you have you know, you have your angels, you have your spirit guides, you have yourself. Like have confidence in yourself. Like you can protect yourself. If you feel like you can't, like if you feel like you can't spiritually or physically protect yourself, do something about that. I'm hearing specifically like some people need to really look into, like, you know, protect, you know, what they need to do to protect their magic, to protect themselves, to protect themselves from, you know, like the evil eye, like really focusing. I'm really hearing like focusing on building up your charms. I'm really feeling, you know, really like make sure that you're focusing and you're giving into protective crystals. Get some black obsidian, get some black tourmaline. Or I'm really being pulled here to my zebra jasper, which is also about balancing too. So I think there's like a group of feminines out there that could really, like if you're looking at this stone and you're kind of feeling some vibrations or you're feeling something from it, like get you some, sis. Zebra is that jasper. Yeah. Somebody just got that message. Good for you, sis. Somebody just got a message. I hope you got that. Um, yeah, meditate on it. So 318, angel number 318. Listen to your inner wisdom and divine guidance. Yes. Your prayers and positivity are leading you to financial success and abundance. Yes, your needs will be met. Yeah. So I'm really feeling like there are some feminines out there who are feeling financially unstable, or are feeling just kind of like they have like this need for something in them to like help them feel more stable, to help them feel more balanced. And even though that they are balancing within themselves, I'm really telling you, feminine, like what you're feeling is like you're feeling your masculine's present coming closer to you. The closer you are to ascension, your masculine presence is coming to you. And the masculine present feels very much so like, I have made a contract to protect you, to help you, to be there, to be this masculine energy for you, which is this guardian, this protective energy. And that's what you're feeling. You're feeling your divine counterparts need to be pulled into you and to protect you, to be there to help you, you know. And I'm not, you know, we all of us would benefit from having a good, balanced, healthy partner. Like there's nothing wrong with that. You can feel perfectly fine within yourself, and that's beautiful. You know, if you want to be in your hermit mode, that's beautiful. You know, it is necessary, absolutely. But the human in us feels very nice, especially if you are on your twin flame journey, especially if you are finding a soulmate, or however you wanna view this journey. You know, it, and I'm feeling like some people need to hear this. I feel like there's some feminines out there who are like, who are feminines who are reincarnated specifically into a born like biological woman's body. Like there are some out there who are really leaning into their masculine version of their feminine energy and are like, I don't need a man, I will never need a man, men have done nothing but cause me, like, hurt and everything in my life. And all I want to say to a woman that feels like that is that there's nothing wrong with wanting a partner, whether that's a man or a woman or whoever, or whether, there's nothing wrong. Humans need companionship. We do. We need friends. We need a family. We need a community. We need communication. And having somebody there that you can trust and depend on is important as a human being. So don't get so ethereal and start, kind of downplaying your human want to have companionship, to have somebody, you know. That's where the hermit mode can get almost a little destructive, because you need to make sure that you are balancing out your lower chakras, and you do need connection to this earth and connection to other humans. It's very important. And it's going to help you with your spiritual journey. It's going to help you reconnect to a little bit more earthly things, a little bit more. Get out there, have a good time, listen to some good music, have some good drinks, have some balance in the love and life and laughter in your life. Go out with your friends, And I know that right now, with everything that's going on right now at this time in 2020, that it's like mid-October. It's a few days before the new moon eclipse, and things are complicated right now, but that's okay. Things are complicated right now, but that's okay. We're all going to make it through this, and it's really important that we all see everything that's going on right now is all part of our spiritual journey. We all reincarnated into these bodies right now that are going through this specifically right now through 2020 for a purpose, for a reason. You had a choice, and you have chosen this life, you've chosen this soul path, and you've chosen to come back right now. So there is a specific reason. So yeah. Though it might be hard to like take off your mask and open your eyes, like it's time for more people to start doing that, because when you start doing that, you can start accepting the things that need to be changed, right? Like that's the first step to admitting that there's a problem or causing any kind of change within yourself, or whether it's not within ourselves, or whether is within society or in a greater context, the human race. If there's something that we see that we need to change, then you have to acknowledge that there is a problem first. That's always the first step. Okay, there is a problem. There is a problem with the way that we treat our world. There is a problem with the way that we, in general, the things that we focus on as a human race. We need to evolve to the next level. And a lot of people, as you're going through your spiritual awakening, you're really going to start seeing things in your life that are not going to align with your new path, that are not going to align, and things are going to fall away. And that's okay. Things are going to fall away, and that's perfectly okay. There are going to be people, there are going to be jobs, there are going to be homes, there are going to be things that are going to fall away out of your life. And though it might feel like you feel very unstable right now, like it will come back into alignment. The universe is just taking things away that are not going to serve you in your new life purpose. So when you look at your life that way, and you look in a mode of, okay, well, I'm grateful because I didn't need that person, or I didn't need that thing, or that person was just a karmic, I'm sorry, I hate to say that, but it's not just, oh, that person was just karmic. It's not like that. Karmics are we should be grateful for our karmics, even though a lot of specifically people, karmics can cause a lot of pain. They also cause a lot of growth if you go through the process afterwards of looking back and seeing it as a lesson to be learned. Okay, that was an experience that I need to learn from. That it wasn't me failing at being in a terrible relationship or doing this. It was me learning a lesson that I needed to learn. So yeah. Okay. 125. Change is coming. Maintain a positive and optimistic outlook. Divine reasoning. New and fortunate opportunities. Yeah. So feminines, like I'm really specifically feeling like a lot of feminines are going to be going through changes in their career. I feel like masculines have already maybe made that leap already. That there are many masculines out there who have already either lost their job or have already quit their job to go into a path that's a little bit more on their spiritual side, or a little bit more along their just on their spiritual path. It's a more career path that's closer. And I'm hearing that a lot of masculines are out there. Like there are masculines that have already started up spiritual practices or spiritual, their own businesses, or have realigned themselves more into like going to school or learning more, getting degrees and helping people, like a lot of doctors, a lot of like therapists, a lot of veterinarians. I'm hearing a lot of veterinarians. So masculines, if you're out there and you just heard that, like that's a confirmation, like you are going on your spiritual path. Keep going. Believe in yourself. Know that you have the mind and the body and the will to do whatever that you need to do. Like tap into your masculine creative energy and just go forth with your, go forth with your righteous flaming sword and just conquer whatever you need to conquer out there in the world. Okay, masculines, like somebody needs to hear that message. Probably all of us needed to hear that message, but specifically there are some masculines out there who really needed to hear that message. And I'm really feeling too like Archangel Michael, because on my archangel on my Michael card, it's, the I am the flaming sword and I am the shield of light. So it's like, really call on Michael to like help you feel like protected and strong, and feel like you're really like forging a path forward in your life, specifically for yourself, and walking down your true path. Like your path is protected, is spiritually protected. But if it's going to make you feel better to just, and 40/40 on the clock, like if it's going to make you feel better, like new beginnings, manifesting, balancing, and new beginnings, 40/40, like if it's going to make you feel better, reach out to your spirit, don't be afraid, masculines, to call out to your angels and say, Archangel Michael, help me, give me strength, give me protection, you know, help me to go forward on my righteous path. Help me to blaze a path forward to my true spiritual awakening. Call on him and bless it be, okay? Just keep your thoughts positive. Just keep your thoughts positive is what I'm hearing. Okay, so I'm also feeling like I'm going to pull right now on some mystic arts. So let's see, what kind of energies do our collective need to work on right now, Spirit? Okay, energy, sacral. Respect your divine gifts. Your body is a temple. Worship there daily. Balance between giving and taking from yourself. Okay? So balance out what you're giving to people and what you're taking. Your body is sacred. Your body is a temple. Worship your body. Like, take care of yourself. Think about yourself. Think about your own path right now. Make sure that you're doing things that are setting up boundaries in your life for yourself and for other people, and that you are going along your true spiritual path, Make sure you're cleansing. I'm hearing some of you need to take like some salt baths, or maybe even just like soak your feet in some Epsom salt. I feel like some of you have been working really hard, it's good to like take a load off a little bit. Oh, crystal. So we got crystal. So I'll definitely pull from our crystal deck, and then the deck just hafted itself. It just hafted itself at star. So air sign, follow your own light. The clouds are parting. Look at the stars for guidance. Okay, so I feel like very much so, like I was like, okay, well, yeah, because it's falling on top of the Metatron, sorry, not Megatron. Metatron. So there's a specific crystal. I'm feeling like some kind of like maybe like moldavite or meteorite or something, some kind of crystal, and I'm feeling very drawn right here to the Stargazer card that's on the back here. I'm feeling like there's some feminine specifically who are going to receive some really important downloads, and it's like, hey, start, if you're finding yourself like eating more than you really want to, if you're on some kind of like weight loss journey or like a health journey right now, if you find yourself eating more than you normally do, I'm hearing like you still need to keep up with it. You need to make sure that you're staying on your journey. But I'm also hearing you might be putting on calories because you're going to be getting a lot of really serious downloads that are really going to be pulling a lot from. They're going to be taking a lot out of you. Like physically, you might feel really tired or be getting headaches. You're having a lot of like ascension symptoms, is what I'm hearing. Roots is a tool that you can work with. Grounding is needed. Yeah. Energy absorption from the earth. Yeah, see, like I was saying earlier, a lot of you guys need to really focus in on your lower chakras and like, let it come down, Space Cadet. Is what I just heard. Yeah. So think about like breathing with the earth, or think about going outside with your bare feet. I know it's probably getting cool in some places, getting cool here, but if you can go outside and kind of like a little bit warmer, like in a warmer part of the day, go outside with bare feet and just kind of like sit in the grass, even if it's just like right outside of your own place. Or if you have, if you live in the city and you have like some plants. If you don't have plants in your space, baby, what are you doing? Plant some roots. Get in there. Also too, if my charm candle users, my candle magic users out there, try burning a brown candle, to try and say a prayer for your own grounding, for your own, try asking, Metatron, hey, what do I need to do to ground myself? What energies do I specifically need to work on? Masculine. Lead and create. What was I just saying just a second ago? Masculines, lead and create. Flaming sword. Yeah, flaming sword. So like call on your angels. Burn it down to clear the way. The ash nourishes the earth. So like feeling kind of like a lightning strike, which I think is like the tower card. Feeling very much so like lightning strike, like lightning striking, and getting like a masculines. You might be getting some major downloads too. Okay, so I mean, I'm feeling like both masculine and feminine right now are about to start getting some major downloads. Like masculines, I feel like you might. Okay, what I'm feeling for masculines, getting like a very specific scenario where they are having a dream. They are waking up, like something is happening in their dream. They're, something. I'm hearing otherworldly. So I'm also hearing make sure that you're protecting yourself at night. Make sure you're wearing some like lapis, or you're having some black tourmaline, or that you're wearing around you. Like I'm hearing on your person specifically. Like make sure that it's like touching your skin, touching your body while you're sleeping, or maybe put some underneath your pillow while you're sleeping at night. Protect yourself, but also I'm hearing like you're going to be getting a lot of downloads, and you might have some kind of actual like visitation experience in your dreams. So kind of like, just go with it. Just go with it, and know that you're protected, and know, I just heard something weird. It's a very specific message. I just heard lock your back door. Lock your back door. So that could be your physical back door, or if you have a place that you go. I'm hearing this very specifically for somebody. There's a place, the place where you go in your mind, you need to lock your back door, because there's interference. So I just heard that. That was a really specific message from somebody that made me feel kind of like weird in my gut. Don't go at anything from a fear-based perspective, but just think about protecting yourself is what I just heard. So the sun came out. Happiness. Work in the light, creation energy. Yeah. So feel the energy flow from source. Get out and absorb the light. Skin magic. So get out. So what I mean by skin magic when I say that is literally just like go outside and let the sun shine on your face. Okay. Like just feel the energy that comes and shines down from that, even if it's not like a hot, and like I know it's getting winter time, so the sun's a lot of us are needing a lot more sun. Don't forget to go out. You're like definitely, like wear your sunscreen, protect yourself or whatever, but sometime, even if it's just a few, just like for like a minute or two, Go outside and let the sun shine on your bare face, and kind of just thank the universe for the warmth and the love and the creation that the sun provides for us here on the earth. Like without the sun, life on here on the earth wouldn't exist. So just go outside and give a little gratitude to the sun for being there to shine, for shining down light and creation and energy onto this earth, is what I'm really feeling. And that's just gonna help you get into a little bit more balance, like being really thankful that you have this earth, that we have this earth to call our home, that we are here and that we are protected on, on this planet. um I'm hearing very much so, like, be grateful. Like, a lot of people need to be more grateful for the earth and more considerate towards the earth and towards the energies of the earth, and to be more considerate of, that this place that we're living is not just some rock, some dead rock that you're just walking around on. Like, the earth provides you with everything that you have. It provides you with home, it provides you with shelter, it provides you with food, it provides you with air to breathe, water to drink. And I'm feeling a lot like there's some people that really need to kind of like get out. Like, even I'm hearing, like, if you can go to a park or something, remain safe distance, go out to a park and like literally like lay out on the earth. Like, lay out on the earth and do some meditation with your little whole body laid out in the grass. Or, if you really don't feel, if it's been raining or something where you are, like lay out a blanket or something, but have some part of your body touching the grass. Have, like, go out on a sunny day and allow yourself, even if it's just 10, 15, 20 minutes of your day. Even go out in your front yard or go out somewhere and just lay out in the sun for just a few minutes. And I know I'm not trying to tell anybody to not, I'm not telling anybody to go outside for hours and hours without any kind of sunscreen or anything, but just go out, even like I said, even if it's just for 5 or 10 minutes, and kind of just feel the sun's rays on your face. Have gratitude, say your gratitudes for make sure that you're adding in when you're doing your gratitudes. If you're doing, please be doing your daily gratitudes. And when you're doing those daily gratitudes, make sure that you're giving the fact that you're here on this earth, and the earth is here and has been created for you to be able to manifest in the physical and go through your karmic cycles, and to learn lessons and to live lives and to have these beautiful emotional experiences that we are provided in having. These bodies are providing us with these lessons and this learning experience, to make sure that you're feeling grateful for your body, that you're feeling grateful for having the opportunity to be reincarnated here on this earth and live lessons and live life lessons. And I'm kind of hearing a specific message that's kind of sounded like it's kind of like extraterrestrial kind of message, like, not all planets are as nice as Earth. You were born on a basic paradise, so be grateful for this Earth and be grateful for the life that you are given. Be grateful for the opportunity that you're given. And like I said, I'm not trying to trigger anybody when I say that. I understand people can have had a really rough life, but I'm feeling a lot of us might have, especially I'm feeling a lot of, like, there could be a lot of star seeds listening to this message, and I'm feeling like you're feeling very like kind of almost part where you're kind of detaching from Earth, because you're feeling very like feet off the ground. You're feeling very much so like you're getting a lot of downloads from like your star ancestors, from your angels, from like your spirit guides in general. And so you're feeling really disconnected from Earth, and it's kind of like, come back down and give your appreciation to Earth and to the mother. Like, get some plants and flowers around you, be taking care of them. I understand that it's getting wintertime. Get some house plants. Really make sure that you're taking care of them, that you're watering them, that you're giving back to them, so they can give back to your environment. Because the more energy that you put into things like that, it's going to put energy back into your space. So I'm definitely feeling that. And third eye chakra. I'm feeling this very much so for masculines. It came out with the masculine. Masculines are having some blocks in your third eye. And it's like I was saying, like, you're really feeling kind of like spirit is really having to be sneaky with the messages they're sending to you, because you're feeling very in your mind about it. Okay, I'm just being told to look here. Flower of life for your symbol. So new life, all of creation. And then it's about, sounds, yeah. Vibrations of the universe are put into physical form. Yeah. So I'm hearing really like sounds. Really hearing sound vibration. Like I was saying earlier, like listen to some beats, listen to some, I'm hearing like drumming for some people. Okay. Ooh. Goodness. I almost knocked this over. Okay. I'm gonna have to go a little bit fast. is like level your expectations. I do have to go to work though. So weight of the world, boundaries, yeah, let it go. It's not yours to carry. Yeah. So what I was saying earlier, hey, let go. Let go and give up your fears and your doubts and the weight of fixing everything all at once, I'm hearing, or the weight of feeling like, oh my gosh, I'm here and I have this grand purpose and I'm supposed to do all this crazy stuff and I'm just really just trying to get my life together. Like stop with the spinning. Come down, space cadet. That's why I keep hearing that. I keep hearing come down, space cadet. Like come up out of your head and come back down and get a little more like grounded. Okay, I'm just gonna get like one or two other messages from this for the grand collective. Okay, lifting the veil. Yeah. So like I said, a lot of y'all are really connecting to the next side. You're really lifting the veil back on your own spiritual powers, on your own spiritual gifts. You're really understanding. I'm like really feeling like a lot of people are doing their research. A lot of people are really getting into it. A lot of people are really like starting to understand. I just heard like next level shit. Like, so a lot of people are having like some moments where they're just like, they're doing research and they're like, that has been happening to me, or, oh my gosh, that's what that is. Like, oh my gosh, like, how did this, like I'm hearing some people are watching tarot and it's kind of blowing their mind. Some people are maybe getting tarot decks and starting to do that and it's blowing their mind. Some people are really looking up angel numbers and it's really starting to blow their mind. Like how many synchronicities that they're seeing in their life, and they're finding it really hard to doubt it now. At this point, they're coming into acceptance. They are combining together they're combining together, working on their bodies, working on their mind, getting themselves more like into balance, and then also combining that together with understanding that becoming a better person is also tied, a better person, a better version of themselves, a more true version of themselves. As they're taking off their masks, they're getting to know their true selves, becoming into harmony with who they are as a person, and then combining that together with understanding that coming together and balancing themselves is going to balance out their world around them. And that is how they are going to spiritually ascend. That is how they're going to get there, is that they're seeing, whew. Empathetic star seed. Okay. So yeah, energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours. Yeah. So I'm feeling very much so like, just make sure that you are, yeah, like I was saying earlier, worry about yourself, worry about your own spiritual journey. Make sure that you're not getting too absorbed with worrying about where your divine partner is on their counter, where your divine counterpart is. Focus on, sorry, I'm going to show this to you. Focus on yourself and on your own personal journey, and don't, let go of judgments of other people, especially your divine counterpart. We're all on our own journey and we're all on our own path. So, it's very much so like you'll get there, when it's time for you to get there. I'm hearing a lot of people are maybe feeling impatient about going on to the next level. Or they're feeling impatient with themselves because they feel like they aren't moving fast enough. Like, it's okay. You know, make sure that you aren't lingering, that you aren't using it as an excuse. So I can take as long as I want. Be working on yourself every day and making improvements every day, but it's okay. You know, you also kind of have to kind of just kind of let go of the thought of, oh my gosh, it's work, it's stuff that I have to do. No, honey, it's just being you. That's all this journey is just being you. Just being the truest, most highest vibrational version of yourself that you can be. It doesn't need to feel like this great burden to go through all this stuff or to just get yourself, to get yourself together. It's just becoming you. And if there's anything in your life that's worth it, it's you. You're worth it. Being happier, being in a better place for yourself mentally and physically, and being satisfied with the person that you're being, and satisfied with what kind of impact that you're having on your world and your legacy that you're leaving behind. That's literally the human experience right there. So, Star Brothers, Horus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, trust. Yeah, so this is the divine masculines. Divine masculines are really feeling in their protective energy, or really feeling like they're really tying in, oh, this right here. I'm getting such a strong, like, oh my gosh, my feet and like my legs. So like my feet down to my legs up into like my root chakra is feeling like a ton of energy flow. So I am really feeling like how the feminines are really high in their upper chakras and are really like shoo, like space cadetting, like boom, like off the planet, right? And they're really like receiving a lot of downloads. They're really being like they're seeing a lot of the bigger picture, more cosmic stuff. In the inverse, of course, the masculines are feeling super grounded in their really, like I'm hearing like Taurian, like really strong, like emperor energy. Like they're really starting to believe in themselves. They're really starting to like wake up their inner strengths and their inner divinity within themselves. They're starting to see the divinity within themselves. They're really starting to connect to higher level divinities. They're really calling on their masculine, like their divine masculine within themselves to really give themselves strength. I'm really hearing this is so good. This energy feels so good. Masculines, I'm so proud of you, okay? This feels so good. This feels so great. This is like, it's like when you wake up and the day is just going well and your life is just going well and everything's just like, hey, like working out, like what's up? Like it feels like a lot of the masculines are really accepting like the mental change. They are really getting there. You know how you have to go through the process of making something into a habit, making something into just your daily, working it into your daily routine. And I'm really feeling like a lot of masculines are working in the mental part of all of this into their daily routine. They've already gotten down the more like fit, like the more like I feel like a lot of the masculines are have been more in touch with their body, have been more in touch with their physicality, have been more in touch with like working out and doing those things and like go ahead and quitting their job and like go ahead and getting their new a new job, or getting into that mode where they are handling the physical like stability part of this, and it's really feeling like the masculines are really embracing their stability. And I'm hearing because it's because a lot of masculines, honestly masculines, what you're doing is embracing your feminine side. So it's your creation side, your stability side, your like when you're feeling like you are more confident and you're giving to yourself, you are more in your masculine like giving energy and going out there into the world and having this mode of I feel confident inside, so it's driving me forward. And that's beautiful. I'm so happy for y'all masculines. I'm so happy for y'all. That is so good to hear. This energy, I'm telling y'all, this energy, feminines, if you are really like, I'm telling you, even if you're not feeling it, send your masculine some I'm proud of you energy, because that I just felt that so hard. That's gonna mean the world to him. Like if you are in communication with your masculine, just send them, let them know. You don't have to be too worried about it, but say, something along, just let them know in some kind of way, even if it's just energetically. Let them know that you're proud of them and that you can feel that they're improving and that you believe. Very important. It's very important that you believe that your masculine can change and is going and is working towards. Don't just think, oh, he's just stuck. He's not doing anything. He's just stuck with his karmic. He's not doing anything. He's not doing anything that you're not seeing in the physical if you're in separation. But I'm telling you, ladies, inside his head, he is making, or I'm telling you, feminines, he is making huge leaps and bounds forwards. Okay, he's making huge leaps and bounds forward, and I'm feeling that so much in my chest. Like I feel like there's a bunch of masculines who are hearing this. It's like stealing you, and you know what? You killing that shit, bro. You killing it. Okay, and even if you don't want me to call you bro, I just heard somebody say, "Don't call me bro." Okay, first off, you're killing your shit. Okay, you're doing it. Okay, so good for you. Okay, just take the love, take the compliment. Okay, take the compliment. You're doing it. Okay. Mm-hmm. Did I make you smile? Okay, good. Stop playing. Okay, hello, big picture thinking. That's what I was saying. That's the last one. Okay, out of my starseed deck, like big picture thinking, like a lot of these masculines, a lot of these feminines, everybody is stepping outside of their trauma and everybody's stepping into this. I'm seeing the bigger picture. I'm seeing how I relate my spiritual journey and the things that I have been doing. Like everything, it feels like everything's kind of coming together into this big aha. Like I get it. Like Ace of Wands moment where people are going to have this huge awakening. It's going to hit them and they're going to be like, that's it. I know what I need to do. I know what my path is. And I want you to believe that. Believe that in your heart. It's coming for you. Manifest it, speak it, claim it, sis. Okay? Claim it, sis. Claim it. Claim it, guy. Get what you need, okay? Get your life how you need it. Okay, so I just made these cards last night. And I want this to be a message. Okay, so we did like message from your star seeds, messages from your higher self, messages from your angels, and now I want to do like a little bit longer, like kind of like more personal message from your divine counterpart. Okay, because I know you guys are wondering how they're feeling or wondering how they're doing. So can we get a little message here for the divine? We'll give it to the divine masculines. So we'll do the divine masculine first, to the divine masculine from the divine feminine. Okay, and 2 popped out immediately, so she's got something to say to you, or your divine feminine has something to say to you. Let's find out. Okay, okay, so this is really funny. I'm trying to turn my brain off. I cling too tightly. I ran away, but never left you in my mind. I don't want you. I don't want to say how much I think of you. So your divine feminine is really thinking about you. Like she's like on her journey. She's like doing her thing. They're on their journey. They're doing their thing. They're I'm hearing a lot of like self care stuff. They're taking care of themselves. They're really like trying to be in their evolved energy. And they really don't want to even admit to themselves how much they are still thinking about their divine masculine, how much they're worrying about them. Because she can feel your energy, divine masculine. Like, so if you're still having days when you're down, I don't want you to feel bad about this or anything like that, But you guys are coming more into connection. You're coming more into union. So she can feel your energy. She can feel your worry. And I think a lot of divine feminines are feeling not only the masculine's energy of looking at them, but also I'm feeling very a lot of marrying. So I'm feeling like people are definitely like thinking about each other really equally. I feel like you're on each other's minds a lot more than you want to tell each other. Okay. Um, okay, so one more. I'm getting better every day. Will you know me when I come back to you? Will you believe me? I just need a chance to show you the real me. So I'm really feeling like the feminines are really feeling like I just want a chance to get to know you. I just want a chance to show you who I really am. I just want to get a chance to, I'm feeling like a lot of divine feminines have been improving and they really want to talk to their masculine about things they've been going through, experiences they've been having, how much better they feel, and how they're really hoping their divine masculine is feeling better too. How much they're healing, how much if you had been in a relationship before or whatever kind of contact you had before, if you've actually met your divine counterpart, you really want to talk about some past things that have happened. You've really been thinking over past relationships, past conversations that you've had, and there's a lot that they want to get off their chest to you, to be honest with you about a lot of decisions that they were making, why they handled some things that they did, why they were holding on so tightly. I'm feeling like, a lot of like I said, divine feminines have gone through their dark night of the soul and they've done their post reflection on their dark night, and they're really coming out of it and seeing a lot of their own tendencies and seeing a lot of ways that they were triggered, and I'm hearing a lot of blaming. I'm hearing that on both sides, but I'm feeling like the divine feminine might have been doing a lot of blaming in the past and being like, well, I'm making my journey and he's just doing whatever, like he's not improving. And I feel like a lot of feminines are really coming out of that mindset. Masculines, they're really coming out of a lot of, I want to be honest about who I am. I want to be a little more calm and balanced. If you guys argued the last time you talked, or if you were having if you had like a really bad breakup or something, they just really want to they want to level out some karma with you and really level out. A lot of them are being drawn into you to think about themselves, and while they're thinking about themselves, they're still thinking about you. Okay. All right. Can I get some messages? Yeah, and that another thing, somebody's feminine is really just like, I just want to know you're okay. I just want to know you're doing okay because I just want the best for you. And I just really want you to be happy. That's all. I just really want you to be happy, whatever that means for you. So that's really sweet. Somebody's feminine is really sweet, and they just really want to hold you, and they just really want to tell you, that they're sorry for the way things turned out between you two, and however it works out, or however it comes together, or even if it doesn't come together, they're grateful that they had you in their life, and that they are really reflecting that they are thinking about some things that they said or they did, or the way that they acted, some things that they said in arguments, and some of the ways that they treated you, and they're like, I wasn't fair to you either. So I want you to know, masculines, if you feel like there were some injustices that were done to you, and you're by your divine feminine, if you were feeling like some kind of blame energy from her, you're gonna stop feeling that. And I feel like that's really feminine. Doing that and accepting that is really gonna help you. Um, it's really gonna help you. Is going to help bring union. Letting go of all of that and letting go of that energy is really going to help your divine masculine believe in themselves and going to help them bring themselves into union. Okay, and can I have some messages from the divine masculine? So I'm being really led to say that some of these messages are kind of sexual. So I'm feeling like the divine masculine is really feeling like I said, he is really feeling in his like sexual energy. um it's really feeling in his like not in a low vibrational 3D energy, but he's very in touch with his body. He's very in touch with himself. I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling myself. Like he's really starting to accept and love himself, and he's really starting to like really actually appreciate the man that he's growing to be. Bless on you. Okay. I had said this. This is what I'm sorry. Can you hear me? I wonder if it's my imagination, or are you in my mind? I feel you like you're talking to me, or is it me, or are you talking to me? Have I finally lost it? Yeah. So masculines are kind of feeling like, sorry, like I was reading that the masculine was like adding sentences in there like. Like they have a lot to say about this. Like the masculines have so much to say. Like I feel like some masculines, like when you guys do come back into union, they're kind of gonna hold on to this information a little bit, and it's like they're gonna be sitting there like, can you hear what I'm thinking in my mind? Like some masculines are kind of like, I'm gonna be honest, ladies, they're kind of freaked out because they think you can like hear their thoughts, and maybe you can. Maybe you have some telepathy, or you have some thing where you just have this connection with your masculine, and you can almost like understand their thoughts. You can pick things out of their aura. You can pick images out of their mind and things like that. So some of you feminines are like really really developed in your psychic abilities, and it kind of freaks your masculine out. Like he's like, okay, he's not as developed. He does have the abilities, but he doesn't have the same ones that you do, is what I'm hearing. And that he understands his, but yours like really freak him out. And they're just like, some of the things that you can do, I'm hearing like, I didn't think it was possible. Like, how do you do the things that you do? Like, it really feels almost like a miracle. It feels like you're obviously magic. Like, he feels very much so like you are magic. Like, I did not know these things were like, I'm hearing like scientifically possible. Like, how is it scientifically, how can I prove this? How can I really? He's having a hard time understanding like you're just magic, and I'm saying 222 on the clock. Okay, like 222, and it's 222 on the time, and then 111 on my recorded time on the video. So yeah. There's a lot of like manifestation powers going on right now, like new beginnings and manifestation powers. Like he really 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 wants to talk to you. He really wants to talk to you. He is really 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 into talking about this stuff that I'm talking about right now. He's like I'm talking so fast right now. He's like, I just want to sit down and talk to you. I want to sit down and talk to you for hours and hours and hours. Like, tell me how you do the things. Like, what kind of powers do you have? He's feeling very much so like you're magic, and he's like wants to go sit down, and like he's like, bitch, I'll go to Hogwarts. Let's go. Like, are we on the boats? Like, let's get on the train. Like, where's my letter? You got a letter? I didn't get a letter. That's okay. Like, I'll live vicariously through you. Like, he's really like, he's down for it. He's into it. Like, okay, I'm hearing like, even though it freaks him out, because we all get it, right? We all get those moments, especially if you do tarot or anything. You have those moments where you say things, and like this, like how I channeled directly this card earlier, and it was just like, can you hear me? Can you hear my thoughts? Like, whoa, that's crazy. Like, so like I'm getting more used to it now, but definitely when I first started doing it, I would just be like, oh, and there's still moments where you get those, ooh, spirit, this is crazy moments, like, so I get that. And he had like a whole rush of these moments at first, because it all hit him so much, because I'm hearing the divine feminine was a lot more open. Like, before she even had her spiritual awakening, she was a lot more open to like otherworldly stuff, like ghosts, and she believed in kind of things like that, like past lives, and she was a little more open. So when it happened, she was kind of like, oh, okay, yeah, I thought this could be a possibility. But I'm hearing like the divine masculine, like he knew that it was like out there, you know, like he's like, yeah, I know the government studied it. I've gone down rabbit holes on Reddit too, you know, but it's like he never really thought, you know, he was like, oh, just all the crock of shit, you know, like it's all, none of it's really real, like it's not really like an actual thing. But then he met you, and I'm hearing like you guys had a really specific conversation that literally like blew off the back of his mind. Like he was just like, how does she know all these things about me? This is weird. Like he went through a phase of thinking you were some kind of like crazy stalker, actually. I'm really getting that. Like he really, like he's been trying all of the things in his mind, and he has been trying so hard to be like, is this possible? And I'm saying, and I'm here to tell you, yes, like if you are in a twin flame journey and you're feeling like you're divine, like masculine, let this be a confirmation for you. It's not your imagination. You're not, I'm not here to, you know, tell anybody if you have gone to a medical professional and you are, you know, and they have told you, you know, that you're having hallucinations or anything like that. Like I am not that kind of professional or anything like that. So don't, but if you are feeling like you're having conversations with your feminine in your mind, and you're like, is this actually happening? Am I getting downloads from her? Am I do you feel like some of you feel like you're talking to her like in your dreams? I've been hearing a lot of fifth, like higher dimensional, fifth dimensional like communication. Like yes, that is real. If you are seeing your feminine in your dreams, and you are talking to her and you're having conversations with her that you haven't, you know, that you haven't had in a 3D, it's because you are literally actually having these conversations with her. So, and I'm hearing too, like if you want to like meditate on it, and if you know, like raise your vibration. I'm hearing raise your vibration, and that you too can start having some really strong telepathic communications. Um, yeah, raise your embrace. Raise, like, yes, embrace that you have these gifts, and two, raise your vibration, and three, concentrate your intention. Make sure that you're doing it with a positive intention. You're not going at this like I've got to figure her out, so let me just like penetrate her mind. Like not like that. Okay. And there's something about the way you move, nice and slow for me. Would you dance for me if I asked you to? I want to watch you. Look into my eyes, baby. So, feminines, masculines are really feeling like, um, okay, I'm feeling really feeling like for some of you, like he's watched you dance before. Like I don't know if you guys like met at like a club or a bar, or like at a party or something, or if you dance, or if you like do yoga. There's something that you do with your body that he's watched you do that just like, oh, like he loves to watch your body. Or even like I'm hearing just the way you move in general, just like when you walk around, when you sit in front of him, the way you like, you know, the way you like move your hands or touch yourself, or just the way, like I'm hearing a lot like about the way like your hips sway when you walk, like I'm hearing too like about your backside, like your ass, like he's like, that ass, like I love to watch it. I love to watch you walk. I love to watch you move. Like I'm also hearing you're a lot more graceful than you think. So I'm hearing like a lot of feminines might think that they're kind of like clumsy and awkward, but he thinks like, girl, he thinks it's so cute. He thinks you're so cute. He's just like, you're awkward and kind of weird, and I would not have it any way. I love it. I love the way you move. I love the way you talk. I love the way you walk. I really, there's also another card in here that's called like that has like, I want to bring you out of your shell, and I'm really feeling that like he's like he I'm hearing like there's a specific like group of masculines who has a feminine who is really like kind of shy. Like she's shy, but she's not shy at the same time. But like she's kind of really shy, and I'm really hearing like he likes to do things or say things that kind of like make her blush a little bit, like, or he will. So like heads up for that, ladies. Like he might, like I'm not really like, yeah, like once like, ooh, okay. Oh my god, I just feel that so hard. So like once you two are together, like he is gonna say things to try to make you blush. Like he's gonna be the type that's gonna come up to you and just whisper some like really dirty stuff in your ear when you're like out in public or something, and he's gonna be like, you like that shit? And you're gonna be like, how can you say that to me? Sir, I am a lady. But on the inside, you're gonna be like, yes. Ooh, attention me. Like, yes. Like, so I feel, I'm feeling very, like, I'm feeling, Like I'm literally feeling like flush in my cheek. Can you see that? I'm feeling a little bit flush. It's hard to make me blush, okay? It's hard to make me blush, but like, cause I have like a little bit darker complexion. But you can make me blush, but usually I make myself blush. but okay. But I'm definitely feeling like I don't know. Yeah, my face doesn't actually feel hot. Like it's just like. But for a second there, it really was like, or maybe I'm hearing also too that your masculine kind of likes it when you make him blush. Like maybe he feels like it's hard to make him blush too because he really doesn't show emotions. But like I'm feeling really much so like feminine. You might be the type to be able to say some stuff to make him blush. So I'm really feeling like he's the type that usually has a lot of control over the situation. Like whatever he's doing, like he can make girls do and say, and like he can usually like I want to say bend them to his will. Like in the past, yeah, he might have been on some low vibrational stuff and might have done it, kind of a little bit more on the manipulative side. But I can hear, he's a charmer. Like he's a really big charmer, and he can like I'm hearing like I can charm the panties off anybody. Um, he's a little cocky too, ladies. I'm gonna tell you, he's a little cocky too. He's a little cocky. He's a little like a little spunky, but like in a very like calm kind of like maybe like a lot of people wouldn't know that about him. Like he's a very like strong silent type, like strong silent, like he keeps like his spunkiness inside, but like it's there, and like some people see it, and and some people don't. But I feel like a lot of time he doesn't like those things to show in his face, and I feel like you might kind of get on his nerves a little bit because you're the type of person that when like say like when he does the whole like whisper in your ear thing, you'll be able to be the type to like turn around and whisper something in his ear that makes him blush. Like, and he will hate it. He will hate it because you will be better at his own game. So oh my god. I'm sorry, like the masculines that I am like channeling right now find that hilarious. They're like, oh yeah, like challenge accepted. Like I'm really feeling like they're those type of people. There's those type of like, okay, challenge accepted sort of type people. But that I'm also feeling like that might take a little bit. It might take a little bit. Because they're like, I want to bring you out of your shell. But the truth is that they want somebody to bring them out of their shell as well. Like they're really wanting somebody to bring them out of their shell. Because I'm hearing very much so like your masculine is usually type that like brings other people out of their shell, and they don't really have anybody that's been able to crack their tough exterior is what I'm hearing. They haven't had a lot of people that have been able to like crack their tough exterior and like look beneath them. But like, hello, masculine, this is your twin. Like she is on your twin flame journey. She can see underneath. She can see all your mask. And all right. Well, I really need to be. Okay, I'm really feeling like pull some of these cards too. So these are some, my goodness, immediately from your higher self. Oh, excuse me. Oh, there's a lot that came out. Okay. No, there's more. Okay. Any more? Sorry, there's not a lot of these. I have to like kind of. I'm going to take that as the back of the deck because I need to end this reading. Okay. Okay, so there's definitely still some message. I can feel that. So divine masculines are still like, I still got some stuff to say. Okay, because I feel like the divine masculines have really been holding back. Okay, so there's two in here from the masculine. There's two here from the masculine, you guys. And what was I just talking about? I act shy, and I am, but still, it's all part of the game. Blush for me. The way you bite your lip drives me crazy. So, okay. So like that's the masculine like really confirming hello what I was talking about. That's the masculine really confirming they're like, I really want you to blush for me. And I'm really feeling like, yeah, that masculines really like to play these games. They like to play these games. They're gonna be they're gonna be very surprising, shocking, feminine. I feel like you're gonna be shocked by a lot by this person, by what this person says, by what this person does. Um, I'm hearing kind of shocked sexually about what this person could kind of be into, or like what this person could kind of make you like want to try or want to do. I'm hearing that a lot too. Okay, and oh, speaking of that, this just got kind of sexual. Yes, okay, so here I'm gonna read it. I might have to make this 18 plus, but I did this to myself. So, feminines, uh, another message. The last message from your masculines. Let me put my fingers in your mouth. Do you taste good? Now it's my turn. So yeah, masculines are really, really feeling like they're in their okay, there's so many sexual messages everywhere just coming out in this deck. Like, I want to be so deep. You said you can take it all. Let's find out. Can I say that yet? It's like, so it's very much like back and forth. Like it's very much so like them saying something like really bold and then being like, "Ooh, like can I say that? Ooh, let's pretend to be shy and start over." Yes. Okay. So they're really into the whole pretending to be shy thing. They're all into the yeah, I'm shy, but I'm also like bold at the same time. So yeah, and then the last message from your divine masculine. Okay, my divine masculines, that's it. This has got to be your last message. Unless I'm saying that. Okay, so these two divine masculine. That's it though. Okay, like that's it. Can we stay up all night? Let me spend time getting to know your mind and body. Yeah. So he's like okay. So he's like wanting to. Okay, I'm glad that I said that because this masculine's really wanting to reaffirm some masculine some feminines out there. Like don't get too offended by the sexual messages. Your masculine. Is a man like your masculine is very much so in his sexual energy right now. I'm hearing because he's saving up his sexual energy. So don't think that just because he's in his sexual energy, like, yeah, there could be some masculines out there who are still in a relationship or are still sleeping around. But I'm hearing that the majority of the masculines are like kind of in like almost in a saving themselves kind of mode where they're waking up like you are, divine feminine, and they're starting to see that they're sacral, that they're, that they're sacred masculine energy is not for everybody, that that their body is not for everybody, and they're really starting to really want to save themselves for their feminine. They're really wanting to kind of be like, I'm also hearing like they want to save it up so that when you two finally reunite and they can finally have you, like it'll be like 3 times better, like they're really wanting to have like a wow moment with you. But I would also say be careful with that divine masculine, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't deprive yourself too much because it might be, show might be over a little too quickly, if you know what I mean. But, it is what it is. You handle yourself the way you want to, divine masculines. I respect and honor that, any man or woman that wants to wait until the appropriate moment. I honor that. Like, yes, protect your divine given energy, and sexual energy is something that we definitely need to protect. It's definitely something that we definitely need to make sure that we're not just, you know, not well, I'll just say your divine energy that you give out during sex is not for everybody. Okay. Not everybody can handle that. Okay. And then the very last message from from the masculine. My goodness, sorry. So he's got so much to say, lady. Okay, like listen to me, feminine. Your masculine has so much to say that might surprise you about how much he's gonna talk when you guys actually come into union, or if you are in separation, as he reaches out to you, he might surprise you how much he's just like la, 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 like chatter, 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 like just going on because he's been wanting to talk to you this whole time, and so it's kind of gonna be a thing where you might even just kind of be sitting there like while he's just going on, and you're kind of like, oh wow, like I didn't even know, like, who are you now? Like, who are you now? Like, you were so quiet before. Who are you now? That's what I'm hearing. So much on my plate right now. Still, I give you every quiet moment I have in my mind. It's all I have right now. I need to hold on to hope and to you. Okay, right? So the divine masculine is really feeling like, he really loves you. He really loves you. Divine feminine really loves their divine masculine. They're really focused more on themselves right now, which I think is a good spot for them to be. And the divine masculine, sorry, I accidentally paused that. The divine feminines are really focusing on themselves because they've been focusing on the masculine, and the masculine has been focusing on themselves. So they're starting to pull and turn back into the kind of chaser energy of chasing back and discovering who they are, but coming back to their feminine and accepting their feminine back into their life. Because I'm feeling like a lot of divine masculines are like running away, and now they're coming a lot more into the energy of like, you know, like they're wanting to run back towards their divine feminine because they feel so much stronger. They realize that, you know, that they why they ran away, why they pushed you away. And I'm feeling like divine feminine, you're really feeling that same energy. Like you're really understanding why you have done and said the things that you have done and said and did the things you have done in this relationship and in this connection. And I feel like okay, so messages from your higher self, and this is the last one I have to go, Spirit. Thank you. Okay, that's it. So I have the two long messages still from your higher self, but I was really feeling like pulling one of these messages. Um, that's beautiful. Written in the stars. Okay, you guys need to stop doubting this because this is a fated connection. Destiny is calling. Embrace yourself for this. Oh, because this is embracing your twin. What have I been saying this whole time, you guys? Yes. Embrace yourself, love yourself, because loving yourself is loving your twin. It's loving this connection. It's loving, you know, the divine within each other, honoring the divine within yourself and then the divine within your partner. Like, it's beautiful. Okay. 2 more messages from your higher self. And we're donezo today. Oh, sorry. One more. I'm also saying this manifestation. You are manifesting this connection. And then, sorry, I do see this too. Fifth. Oh my gosh. And this, like, spirit is just like, excuse me. And this one too. Separation. So if you guys are in separation, yeah, I need space to please be patient with me and understanding. Yeah, be patient and understanding with your twin on both your other sides, 5th dimensional. Like I was saying earlier, this is a 5th dimensional connection. This is a 5th dimensional connection. You guys are connecting in the 5D. There's a connection beyond the physical. There, you are connected in the 5D. So you are connected in the 5D. These dreams that you're having, yeah, they're real. They're happening. Dreams. They are trying to tell you something. Yeah. And then your dreams are trying to tell you something. Sorry, your twin is trying to tell you something in your dreams, and also your divine connection is trying to tell you something in your dreams. So source is like giving you inspiration, is giving you messages in your dreams. Pay attention to them. And I'm hearing keep a dream journal. I just got a really beautiful brand new journal today that I'm gonna start using. So I think that's another confirmation for me to start keeping astrology, a dream journal, and you know, start keeping up with things that you're being called to do. Make sure that, you know, if you're being called to keep a dream journal, to keep a journal beside your bed, and when you wake up in the morning, you know, don't immediately get straight out of bed. Set your alarm where you can sit there for 5 or 10 minutes and just, you can wake up and you can kind of sit there and meditate on your day, meditate on, you know, what are some messages maybe you got in your sleep, what are some messages you got in your dreams, or if you remember your dream, get up and immediately start writing down things, you know, just the important things that you really remember about the dream, and then kind of, you know, you'll have that to go back and look to later and go, oh wow, that meant something, or oh wow, I kind of see that in a different light now. And then again, manifestation. So you're like, your manifestation and your thought processes are really pulling in. And I'm really being shown just the front of this, not to read it. Empath, I feel your heartbeat. I was really feeling pulled to feel that. I feel your heartbeat. You are okay. Yeah, I'm gonna read the back of this. You are feeling this person's emotions and they are feeling yours. Keep your emotions positive. Like, yeah, keep your thought process and your emotions positive. And like, you are manifesting this connection. Like, you guys are manifested into the, you know, into this connection. Okay. So I'm really feeling like the masculine still kind of weaseled another dirty message in here, but I'm also feeling like spirit's like, it's okay, I can use this message. So this is the last little bit of this messages, and I really have to go. Sorry, you guys. I'm having to rush a little bit at the end here. I really have to go to work. How dirty can you be? Baby, I'm yours until the end of time. Let's learn some new tricks. Tell me what you want. So, I feel like that's like a double meaning. So it's like, yeah, from spirit, it's like you have like get in there, get dirty. Like get in there, dig through the dirt, dig through the muck, dig through your shadow self, dig in there. This is going to be who you are for the rest of your life. It's like I was talking about earlier. Like, this is yourself. This is you. This is the human experience. This is like digging in, getting getting in down to your elbows and like really doing your spiritual work, really doing your personal work, really finding out what your life purpose is for this lifetime and really living that purpose, learning your lessons that you're here to learn. That's why you're here. I'm really feeling like a lot of people are like, I don't want to waste any more time. I don't want to waste any more time, but kind of get out of that, kind of get out of that wasting time. You weren't wasting time. You were learning lessons, and if it took you this long to learn the lesson, that's just what it took. Take the point now and don't, if, stop looking back, I'm saying 5 cups, stop looking back and thinking about spilled milk. Look at what you have now. Look at the time that you still have left. At least it's not another 10 or 20 years down the road before you have the spiritual awakening. At least you're having it now. So stop looking back and thinking, well, if I'd had the spiritual awakening when I was 20, you might have not handled it. You're not going to handle it in the same way you're handling it now. So accept that and be okay with that, and be okay with what your path is. You are experiencing the spiritual awakening exactly when you're supposed to. So there were things in your life that you needed to learn, that you needed to accept, that you needed to go through, because if you had gone through your spiritual awakening at a earlier time, there are things in your life that would not have happened. There were places that you would not be. There were things, it's very possible that if you had gone through your spiritual awakening earlier in your life, that maybe you wouldn't have met, some of the people that are in your soul tribe, or some of the people that you were meant to met, or it would have taken you longer to have met them, or it would have been a harder journey. Like, you don't know. So just be grateful for the journey that you're on now, and understand that everything is coming your way, exactly in divine timing when it's supposed to. And wow, that was a big message, just like so quickly out of my mouth. I could barely keep up with that one. So spirit was like, you know what, masculines, you might be trying to take over control here, but you don't have control here, okay? You don't have control here, bud. Like, there's still a message here. I can still make a message out of this dirty message you were trying to kind of send, because that's divine and you trying to send kind of a little message. So, okay. And it's like, hey, learn some new stuff. Learn who you are. You're never too old. Doesn't matter where you are in your spiritual journey. Doesn't matter how old you are in your physical body. You are exactly where you need to be on your spiritual journey. So you're never too old to learn new things. You're never too old to learn a new skill. You're never too old to take back control of your health, to take back control of your body. It doesn't matter why you're here or why you're having this spiritual. I mean, it does matter. You need to, know what things are triggering you, and then, become more spiritually awakened. But just be grateful that your spiritual awakening is happening now. And hey, this is the first day of the rest of your life. So as cheesy as that might sound, like, embrace that energy. Embrace the energy of, I'm going to make a change and I'm going to do what I need to do to be the person that I need to be, because that's what's going to be the best for me and everyone else that's involved. Okay. And yeah, tell me what you want. So but masculines are also being like, I'm here for the long haul. Like, I'm yours until the end. And I'm feeling too very much so like, yeah, I'm feeling very much so like the masculines kind of want, even though this is a little bit dirty, like, they're like, I want you to know that I'm in this for the long haul, that I'm here for you, that I still, that I want you. And this feels like both ways, so masculines feel this way. Know that your divine feminine feels this way too. Know that your divine feminine, even though she might be concentrating on herself, even though they might be concentrating on improving their own spiritual journey, because their souls are telling them it's really important for them to focus, because they're so close to ascension. Understand, divine masculine, that ascension is going to bring you into union with your divine feminine. So just I'm not saying let her go, but send positive reinforcement back to your divine feminine. Send love back to your divine feminine. Don't just ask for love for your divine feminine and ask for strength for your divine feminine. Send it back to them as well and say, I believe in you. I see you glowing up, and I not only do I want to be with you, but I am so proud of you too. And your glow up is making me glow up, and it's making me like come rushing in back towards you because I don't have any other choice. The magnetism is undeniable. So, all right, you guys. I have really pushed this to the very last minute, like, oh. But I am grateful here. I am surrendering and I am letting the message come to me. That was a pretty lengthy message. It was almost a 2-hour message. Like all of my messages, like it's hard. Like I don't even know if I'll be able to only do like 20 or 30-minute long messages. Cause like my spirit guides just always still just have so much to say. Like, and everybody's spirit guides always just have so much to say to me. Why? Okay, this is it. Okay. Wise one, grow within your current situation. Yeah, you guys are growing. You guys are changing. You guys are evolving. I'm also hearing like you guys might be seeing crows. Pay attention to crows. Pay attention. I'm hearing to how many crows are around you and how they're grouped together. I've been doing that. So that could be a message for me, but I also feel like also to owls and birds, like wisdom, like the wisdom, and I'm hearing a lot of like moon scrying. Like some of you guys need to do some moon scrying. Some of you guys need to be giving into like your feminine. I'm hearing like given to your inner old woman who's like, I don't give a F. And there might be a certain amount of people out here because I'm being called to say this. Like, get into your Sophia energy, get into your Golden Girls. I don't give a F about nobody and energy. Okay, like I'm hearing that. Like, get into your confident. I don't care. Like everybody, masculine and feminine, get into your like old soul, like tap into the old soul that's inside of yourself and go. You know what? Like, I'm okay with who I am, and that's perfectly fine. I'm okay with who I am, even though I feel like there are things about myself that I need to improve. I love myself, despite if there's things I think that I need to improve, if I need to lose weight, or my skin needs to be clearer, or, like I need to work out more, or I need to eat healthier, or whatever it is, or if I need to, stop working so much, or stop, or start spending so much money, whatever it is, love yourself, okay? Because when you start loving yourself, you're going to start seeing that all of these things that you're doing are defense mechanisms, are, addictions that you have in your life to numbing yourself, to not thinking too deeply about who you are and who you really want to be. And when you start loving yourself, like it just doesn't feel right, all those things are going to fall away because they don't feel right because your body will say, hey, you're not loving yourself doing this, you're not loving yourself binge eating, or you're not loving yourself not exercising and watching what you eat and taking care of yourself, you're not loving yourself not having these self-care days where you're taking care of your hair, taking care of yourself, of your body, reconnecting, going out in nature, having these meditations. Like, it's very, very important that you stay connected to spirit, but also stay connected to your body, to this human body. Make sure that you're not, make sure that you're trying to keep your feet on the ground and that you're still, that you're still doing a nice amount of connecting into high vibrational earthly energy. Okay. All right. I love you guys so much. You guys are so improving. I feel the improvement in the collection every single day. And I don't know if you guys have really told yourselves this, but you need to. I am so proud of you. I'm so proud of you guys. I feel the energy, okay? And I'm feeling, I'm not trying to like say anything about us feminines, but like masculines they need like a little extra round of applause, okay? Because I've been feeling they have been making some massive emotional leaps and bounds over the past like a week or so. It's been incredible to feel the difference between the energy of just like a week ago and today, or even just like 2 days ago and today. You guys are improving leaps and bounds, and spirit's really helping you, and you guys are really like opening yourselves up to your feminine energy. You guys are really balancing yourselves out. Feminines, you're really opening yourself up to your feminine and your masculine energy, balancing both of those out, and like, oh, the ascension is happening. So we're here. So you guys like stay in the flow, stay in gratitude, let go of anything that spirit is just trying to let go out of your life. If things are not just working out about a certain thing, let it go, sweetie. It's just not for you. If there's certain people in your life that are becoming tiring, or they're just like draining of your energy, or like if it's suddenly, if there's people in your life that you were being around and then suddenly they all turn their back on you or do something, take it as a blessing, okay? Because those people just aren't for you. There will be more people that will come into your life. There will be more friends. There will be more, and it will be greater than you ever thought that you could have, or thought that was coming your way. When you open yourself up to the possibility of what spirit has planned for you, it's just wonderful possibilities. And yeah, it just feels magnificent. It feels like a lot of us are on the verge of a really grand awakening, a really grand self actualization, and coming into harmony with ourselves, coming into this balancing energy within our own selves. Which I think when that moment happens, that's when your twin is going to also have that moment, and that is when union will be absolutely inevitable. So if there's anybody that's worrying about that, stop worrying about it. As long as you are working on yourself, your union is inevitable. And whether or not that union results in marriage or whatever it is, your union is inevitable as long as you are working on yourself and you are ascending upon your spiritual path. Let go. Let go and let God. Let go and let God, spirit, the universe, whatever you believe in, let go and put out positivity out there. Hey, kitty. and he just had to make a quick appearance, and let it be. Um, he's like popping out the side of an afro. He's so cute. I love my animals, you guys. Okay, I have to go. I love you guys all so much. I really hope this message is really reaching you. Follow me on all my stuff. Follow me here on my channel, and I really hope that these messages are really helping you guys. I feel really great. I feel really high spiritually. I don't feel really drained, so I'm really feeling like a lot of messages really got out there, and I'm really, really hoping this touched a lot of you. It is my spiritual goal for sure to help as many people as I can out there on their spiritual paths. So you guys, keep the faith, keep the love in your heart, and just keep improving yourselves and keep loving yourselves like number one. Like keep loving yourselves, keep improving yourselves, and be grateful. Hey, tell okay, I'm getting a very specific message. Sorry. Tell a couple of people in your life that you're really grateful to have them. There are some people that I know you guys are grateful to have in your life. Make somebody's day that you love or that your life, call your mom or call your best friend or call somebody that you haven't talked to in a while. And you're just like, I know we haven't talked in a while, but I want you to know that I'm really grateful that you're in my life. You've been there for me for a lot of things, and I'm really appreciative that, Spirit brought you into my life. And whoever that person is, I feel like you'll know in your heart who that person is supposed to be, and that when the moment comes, you'll know when to say it to them, and it's going to make somebody's like, it's really going to bring some love and light to somebody, and it's really going to help you like reconnect with somebody I feel like you've been a little bit disconnected with. And I don't necessarily get like your twin flame feeling out of this. Maybe like some family members, maybe like some like your mom or your dad or like your friends maybe that you've been really busy and haven't had time to connect with. But reach out to somebody in your life and be like, hey sis, hey bro, like hey best friend, hey whoever, like I really love you and I really appreciate the fact that you're in my life, like, and spend some time with that person. Sit down, reminisce, have like a good time. Maybe like, go over to their, I don't know what kind of constraints you are or where you are exactly in the world, but, do something that's safe, whether or not it's even just Skyping them or even just picking up the phone call and hearing somebody's voice or texting them, however this person likes and enjoys communication, and just reach out to them and let them know, hey, I've been thinking about you. And, I'm really grateful for everything, for the experiences that I've had with you in my life, or for the, how you've guided me in my life, or whatever it is, whatever it is, whatever the situation is. I'm really feeling like, and I'm really feeling too, like this is going to help you. It's going to help you see, like doing your gratitude, like naming 7 things that you're grateful for every day. It's really going to help you. It's going to help you bring you out of this, like any kind of lack mentality, and let go of the last bit of your fears, and seeing that spirit has got your back and brings, it takes things out of your life, but it brings beautiful things in your life, and the things that are meant to be there will stay. So just be grateful for the things that you do have, and I'm really feeling that. I love you guys so much. You guys keep up on your journey. I'm so proud of y'all. I just can't say that enough. I'm so proud of you. You guys are doing a great job. Keep up with everything, and love and light always. Bye.